Hello, how are you doing? Today we're going to be talking about 6 confusing verbs in English. My name is Joanna Gabrielle. I speak 5 languages, and I'm here to help you get rid of intermediate and finally get to understand and speak English fluently in 6 months. So, today we're going to be talking about 6 confusing verbs in English, 6 verbs that are often misunderstood or confused between one another. Uh, like this video, okay? Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more English tips. Okay, so first and second are bring and take. These two are actually opposites. What does it mean to bring something and to take something? To bring something is when you take something from somewhere else and you bring it here. So imagine if you're saying goodbye to someone and you're saying like, when you come back, could you please bring me this pen? And this person is going to bring the pen to you. But take, it's the opposite action, is to take something away from you. Just imagine if you're saying goodbye to someone and you say, when you go, could you please take this pen with you? Take this pen away with you. It means that this person is going to take this pen with them away. Okay, so they are basically opposites, to bring and to take. These are often misunderstood because they are confusing concepts, but they are actually opposites, okay? The third and the fourth one are hear and listen. These ones are not opposite, but they are rather very similar. What's the difference between hear and listen? When you hear something, is basically any noise that you are hearing. For example, if I do this, you heard me. You are hearing everything that I say, everything that's happening around you. If someone is talking around you, but you're not really paying attention to it right now, you're hearing them. If a bird is singing right now beside you or around you, it means that you are hearing it, but you're not actually listening to it. When you're listening to something, it means that you are paying attention to it. For example, when I'm listening to a song, it means that I've put that song for me to listen and I want to listen to it. I want to pay attention to it. I like how it sounds. So, probably right now, you are listening to me because you want to pay attention to my words, to what I'm saying. You want to learn something from here. So, you are listening. It's different from just hearing. Okay? And remember that when you say listen, you must always say listen to something. Okay? So you hear something, but you listen to something. Okay? The next example is remember and remind. What's the difference between them? They are actually not opposites. They are also not opposites, but they have similar and confusing concepts. First of them is to remember. So, remember are your memories. This word is related to your memories. So, when you're talking about something that you've lived in the past, or someone about one trip that you did in the past, about your childhood memories, this you are remembering it. But remind is actually when someone reminds you of something or when something else reminds you of something. For example, this pen reminds me of a lollipop because of its patterns. So it reminds me of a lollipop. It is something that reminds me of something else. It's different from a memory. For example, I remember the first time ever that I saw this pen. This is my memory. I remember it. But when I say that this pen makes me remind of a lollipop, it is one reminding. It's not one memory. It's something that this makes me remind of something else. Okay, it can also be used when someone is going to remind you of something. For example, could you please remind me of my medicines at 12 a.m. 12 p.m. actually would make more sense. Could you please remind me of taking my medicine at 12 a.m.? So, this is the concept of reminding. It's not about one specific memory that you have of the past, but it's about daily things like when something makes you remind of something else, or when someone needs to remind you of doing something. But remembering is more of your own memories. Okay, so these are confusing verbs in English, but not because they are difficult, but because they may have confusing concepts between them. So, but they are not difficult. It's not difficult to master them. It's only about practice. So keep practicing. And how can you practice these verbs? Make sentences in English using them. It's going to make you understand them and how they work together. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed. I hope it have helped you. Subscribe to my channel to more English tips and like this video.